What is up, my stream beans, and welcome back to another episode of Factorio here in our Space Age DLC. In the last episode, we got done a lot of chores. We got done, we pushed out this guy. We made ourselves another outpost over here, and it shot all of the bugs in this radius. We did some more mines. We put out, where is it at? We're at right here. We built some more mines, so we got another iron mine there, iron mine here, and then we also built ourselves a copper one here. So we got more throughput coming on in, more resources. More resources. And then this is what increasing the throughput. Here we are now making. Oh, we're not consuming all that, but here we're making, if we select all that, we're gonna go per second. We're making 240 a second. So we are outputting max four green belts here. And we didn't do that with the iron yet. I don't know, I just haven't gotten there. I should probably do that, but brother, what are we having trouble with here? Brother, these guys, we ain't getting enough red circuits, and we're not getting enough red circuits because we're not making enough plastic, because we just aren't simply making enough plastic, I think. I think so, right? I'm looking at all this plastic, and it's just kind of doing a thing. Oh, for some reason I don't have these set up to be green belts. So let's go ahead and place that right there. And we're gonna go upgrade blues. Yeah, do like all this. Do all that. Do all that. I don't have any. Yeah, there you go. Just upgrade all that good shit. And then I gotta put more robots in this area, and then they'll be able to do that. But let me see. Yeah, we got good amount of plastic here, good amount of plastic. But this is where it's starting to... the plastic's starting to run dry. Maybe if I like... No, it should be decent. Even though it looks like this side of the belt isn't being used. Because of the fact that I have like this little guy right here. It is in fact using all of the throughput here and here. So I'm just simply not... producing enough plastic. That's kind of it. Because if we look at this, we're making 40 plastic a second, but if we look at all of these guys, we need to consume 42 plastic a second, and that ain't happening. Even though we are getting some plastic kind of built up back here. Well, let me see. And then, oh yeah, I'm making 21 circuits a second, and where is it at? This guy. So we're making 21 circuits a second, and we need to consume 27 just to keep up on the purple. And then on the blue here, we need to make 11. So altogether, we need to make 38 red circuits when we are obviously only making 21. So yeah, we're gonna have some issues, but it's okay. It's not like we really need to be researching anything in particular right now. Right now we're just doing Gleba things. So back here on Gleba, sorry, that was like a whole fucking rant on freaking Novice and what we were doing over there. But anyway, we're back here on Gleba. And all I did between episodes was kind of expand out. We can see that I have my little network right here, and I just hold down shift and start placing these bad boys all over the place. And we have certain imports that are coming from Novice, and it's just like circuits and plastic and some more roboports and other nonsense. So we're pulling that out, pulling it off of the spaceship right here, and so we're making the substations, making roboports, all that good jazz. Let's see where we last left off in the actual like stuff we gotta do. We have to make Bioflux, but in order to make Bioflux, we're gonna look at Bioflux. We need Yamako mash and jelly. So we need some jelly nut in the Yamako, and we're gonna start that off by harvesting these trees. We got Yamako trees right here, and then we also have jelly nut trees over here, jelly stem, but we need to harvest them and like keep growing them. So that's why we have ourselves some agricultural towers. So let's go see how we use that. We're gonna look at agricultural towers, and we're gonna see a bunch of little grids as we're running around. But most importantly, we want to look at these green grids, and that's where we can kind of plant some of these trees. So yeah, there's like this soil right here, and we can get like at max maybe three little green squares, and you kind of gotta like mess around with it a little bit. So I know I do want to put one right there to maximize that 3 right there. And then we're going to look around here, and we got kind of like a good amount. So what we'll do, we're gonna harvest these guys. But I haven't harvested them yet because everything on Gleba, like I've said in the last episode, spoils. So we have to fight the spoil mechanic. And let's kind of think about this before we start setting it down. So we're going to start harvesting the Yamako, and we'll go ahead and bring it into our base. We'll bring it on over here. And we got to like think of a place where we actually want to start building, which I think I'm feeling this area. And I kind of want to do like modules, kind of like how I have over here on Fulgora. Like we have the like little small setups around a beacon like this. So I kind of want to do that. We're going to go beaconing. Here we go beaconing again. We're gonna do that. Wait a minute, I don't even have modules. So what we'll do, let's go back on novice. Am I making a shload of modules? Yeah, we got tier 2 modules here and tier 2 modules, but we don't have productivity. So we're gonna copy this, and you're gonna start pooping out some fucking modules for me. You're gonna poop out. We're gonna poop them out. You're gonna do this one. And then you're going to make tier 2 productivity boys. Okay, and then we gotta get... Actually, there's the robots. I was like, where the hell's my swarm? And we're gonna go... Oh, I don't have a... Yeah, I do. I have a novice destruction. So we're gonna say, yeet all these trees. Say, piss off trees. You know what? We're also going to say piss off this thing, this build. That's going to go, and then we're going to copy... Once this gets out of my fucking way, we're going to copy this guy. But also, let's get another one right here, and we will power you up like so. Okay, so I want to copy this and place this here. And that should... Let me see. You need one of these dudes. So you need to go this way. You need to go that way. There you go. So that looks decent enough. Then we're going to do... Oh, whoops. Hold on. Back on novice. We're going to look at the power system. And it's all being powered just like that. Which isn't something I want, but oh well. So that right there should start... Oh, you need this guy. You need to come on in like that. You'll place that stuff. We'll get green boys over here. Green boys go on that side. Red guys go on this side, both in there. Blues come along the edges like this and get shoved in there. Okay, that should start getting us some productivity. Yeah, productivity. And then let's make sure that we get that situated. We're gonna go like this, and then over right there. So that'll put that guy in range. Yep, okay, I see all these happening, and then my little robot should be bringing some modules. Oh my god, we're missing one. There we go. And then start shitting that out, and then start shitting these. And next thing you know, we're shitting. Cool. So we're not gonna have... I guess we can... Nah, we'll deal with it later. We're just gonna build with a beacon in mind. And let's go ahead and look at these biochambers. So these biochambers, they don't use electricity like... They don't use the electricity that we make here. What they use is called... Okay, bear with me. It's called a yummy factor. We're gonna look at this and see how nutrients. It's gonna consume nutrients, because if we look at nutrients, eventually somewhere. Right there. So if we look at, we look at nutrients, we see that it provides a yummy value of 2 megajoules. And so that yummy value is what gets consumed. If we look over on the right side there, the biochamber all the way at the bottom, we see max consumption 500 kilowatts consumes nutrients. So that's what it's meaning by the yummy value providing 2 megajoules. So it's not using this power, but we do need our power grid all set up for like inserters and everything. So that's what we're going to be using. And all these biochambers use, like I said, the nutrients. So we're going to place down these little dudes. Somewhere I have more biochambers, I'm pretty sure. Where? Biochambers. Right there. It's always good to make more biochambers in the biochambers because they provide a 50% base productivity. So when you make 2 biochambers, you're actually making 3. Alright, anyway, let's go. We can fit 4. Yeah, we'll fit 4. Do we want them like that? Let's see. And we want 1 away for now. Okay, anyway, I keep getting fucking hella distracted. We are trying to make Bioflux. And in order to make Bioflux, let's see what the recipe is. We need Yamako and jelly. But actually, first, let's go ahead and do Yamako mash. So the Yamako will come on in and make us some Yamako mash and possibly some seeds. So let's see about that. We're going to go like this. We're going to get ourselves... You're going to extract and put yourselves on this little belt right here. Like some little nuggets. And then we need Yamako. What if we... I kind of like this music. This music's pretty dope. Okay, we're already running into an issue here. Let's move this forward a little bit. Let's move it right here. Okay. So, say for instance we bring in the Yamako. Well, let me see. How much is this going to... Let me see. Per second, it'll consume 16 per second, which is not half of a 60 belt. So we'll be okay with that. So we can do... We can do like this. So I think what we'll get is like, we're gonna try a bus. We're gonna do bus things. Didn't I say that already? We're gonna do bus things here. What if we start it here and then we bus all the way to the right? So we're gonna grab this guy. Come here, you. And you're gonna go here. You're gonna go right there. So here's my idea. We're going to bring in the Yamako right here, and then we're gonna bring in. we'll have nutrients on a belt like this, and then possibly bring nutrients off like this, and it does a little guy. What if we go back to? There we go. What if we kissed underneath the Yamako tree? Okay, there we go. So nutrients come this way. Nutrients here, nutrients, and then nutrients. Okay. Then we go get on the belts. Beautiful. Alright, so that's kind of the idea. Yamako in, nutrients in, Yamako mash out. So we can do that, and what I'd like to do is keep everything... I'd like to have a sushi belt, not a sushi belt, a bus in this grouping here, in this whole area right here. I want a bunch of little guys going on, but bringing things off the line, I want to keep now this line right here reserved for making Yamako mash. Oh my god, why does everything feel like a tongue twister? What am I doing with my life? So say for instance, if I need more Yamako mash, we're just gonna grab this and put it right here, and we're just gonna get another one, and then another one, and another one, and so on and so forth. So now that we have Yamako mash, we're gonna go, and here's the thing, we're gonna keep one lane empty between each like grouping. So this is gonna go up here, and then Yamako mash goes on the bus. But here's the problem. The same problem that we keep coming back to on Gleba is the fact that everything spoils. So what we gotta do is, if the nutrients on the belt or the Yamako spoil, we need it off the belt. So at the end of every run, we gotta have a thing. We gotta have a thing. We gotta have like a system set up. So first what we're gonna do is say that I want a bunch of active provider chests. Give me 50. And then in order to get that, we need 10 steel chests. And then we also want passive providers. We also want storage chests. And we also want requester chests. I don't know, I've never really used this requiring steel. Where's my steel? Nope, no steel. Just kidding, no steel allowed. Does that mean I need more fucking like iron and shit? Okay. So what we're gonna do is a passive provider for now. So spoilage is going to go in here. And I want an active one so that it's pushing spoilage out of the system. So we're going to say spoilage for you. You're only grabbing spoilage. And then what we're going to do is like periodically, probably here-ish, we're going to grab spoilage off of this belt. And sure, why not? Off of this belt. Because this is what, the nutrients? Okay, so that kind of makes sense. So now what we're going to do is create a build, but right here, entirely for not the Yamako mash, but instead the Jelly Boy. So now we get Jelly Boys, just like that. And the jellies, we're gonna get, so actually let's go ahead and get more Beltises. So we're gonna do, oh, you know what? And you know what? Okay, we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. This will be nutrients. So we're gonna grab, and we're always gonna do it like one off. We're gonna do one off. So nutrients will come down here. I said nutrients will come down here. Son of a bitch. And then we do Yamako. Actually, are we gonna use Yamako for anything else used in this Yamako recycling? Okay, Yamako's not gonna be used for literally anything else. So instead what we're gonna do is these two belts are gonna be, this is Yamako and this is Jelly. So here we go, taking on the jellies. Yamako, Jelly. And then this is nutrients, we said, so nutrients will come off this way, and this will go right here onto that belt, and then there you go, it'll be combined, and it'll go a combined effort down that way. And then we're gonna go nutrients, we're gonna copy this little guy, and it's gonna go directly right here, right? Yes. This doesn't go here. And then we're gonna go right here, and then this little dude's gonna do what he do, like that. And then this guy gonna come down and go into that. There we go. So this is the Yamako. Yamako here, jelly here, nutrients here. And then let's go ahead and do this so that this can get on the bus. Get on the bus! Let's remove all that. Let's remove this to go right there. And there you go. So now we have nutrients on the bus here. Go round and round. And then we do, how many is this away? 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5. And then we got to get jelly on the bus. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Jelly on the bus, do 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 do. So now we'll have nutrients, Yamako mash, and jelly. Perfect. Nutrients pissing off this way. Okay, I think we're ready. We don't have any more biochambers. That's disappointing. How do make nutrients? Nutrients is 50. Oh my god, making it out of spoilage, it comes out 50% spoiled already. But if we make let's click on this. Nutrients. We can make nutrients from spoilage. That's lame. But if we make nutrients from Yamako mash, that'll make us 6. Wow, 4 to 6. That's actually really bad. But if we make nutrients from Bioflux, that's what we really want. Okay, so that's what we're making. We're trying to make some Bioflux. So then if we do this guy again, and we're gonna go keep it streamlined right here, but instead we're gonna say that you're making Bioflux, and then let's double check. What else does the jelly make? Jelly is used in all these different processes. Oh my god, we can turn jelly into lubricant. Giggity. Okay. So we don't need to do like this process where only the Yamako turns into Yamako mash. So it's not like it needs to continue on the bus. Same thing with the jelly. The jelly nut only turns into jelly. So this one we do have to pull stuff off the bus here. And we're gonna go... What did I say? This bottom one is nutrients. And so we're... here's the thing. Now we have 3 ingredients because now we got to get jelly over here. I mean, yeah. Yamako... I hate saying these words. The mash, the jelly, and the nutrients. So now nutrients need to go here. Hello. There we go. That means we'll need some long boys. Them longs. Like Jake Long from American Dragon. Okay. We're gonna do some of these, and then we also have to do this because guess what? Everything spoils. So like that, and then this guy will come in like this. So then I need another guy. Send dudes. Okay. Like this. And then like, oh, look at you. You're in the fucking way. Okay. That's not at all what I wanted. We're gonna do like that. Which means this guy is kind of derpy. Actually, why am I building this far away when I could just bring it, you know, we can bring these in. Okay, I've been setting these all up wrong, naturally. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go like this, and then these guys just go in one. And then this too, like that. There you go. So let's go ahead and say, fuck this thing. We're gonna copy this guy. We're gonna paste this right here. And it's 1 away, just making sure. And this was making the jelly. So do jelly things like that. And then let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. Like that. We're gonna copy this thing, bring it on over like so. You're gonna make me some Bioflux. Okay, and then... Okay, and now modify this one. So we're gonna go like this. You gotta grab your stuff. Go. Let's copy this, put that there, put that there. And then we're gonna do, this goes in like that, so then this guy needs to do one of these things. Bioflux. This will be Bioflux, okay? And then this goes like this. And then we go right here and right here. There we go. That looks good. So nutrients will come down this way, and it'll separate on the top and bottom here, making sure that nutrients are there. So this needs to be the nutrient belt, which I said is the it's going to be the bottom of the 3. Nutrient belt, nutrient belt, nutrient belt. Nutrient belt for you. And then I don't... let's actually bring you back like here. Because I gotta do some stuff. I gotta get this guy. Whoops, not like that. Not like that! So this guy has to go down right here, and then we go like this. Then this guy goes right here, and we say, let's combine these two. And then this comes down like that. And now we have this guy carrying on right here. So we can go right there. And this guy can carry on right here. Moving on, moving on, moving on. There we go. And now we're getting some nutrients down the line. Yamako here, jelly here, and then Bioflux. So let's get Bioflux on this belt, or on this bus. Choo-choo. What is this? What is... Oh, are those cliffs? Is that what I'm waiting for? Yeah, okay. So now we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. Now we're going to get Bioflux onto the belt. And we're going to do a bunch of jumpers. Jumpers. Underground boys. Like that. There we go. Now there's Bioflux on the line. Well, that was a weird sound. And we have this set up in a way where, like, we can break it off. Actually, we should probably move all this back 1. Nope, that's wrong button. So do this, but move it back 1. And here's why. You'll see. You'll all see. Okay, so we moved it all back 1 for this purpose. So we have nutrients coming down, but say, again, I want another Bioflux build right here. We're just going to go like this, and then pull off this line to Bioflux build right there. And then now we can do... Okay, we have the Yamako and Jelly line here, but we're going to do one of these, and then this guy goes in there, and then this guy jumps over, and there you go. So it'll be like that. So now we have the 2 lines set to go on into the next build. But that's getting a little ahead of ourselves. We're just kind of thinking a little into the future. Okay, so there's that. I mainly just need more fucking biochambers. So something I'm gonna have to do is actually go fight these guys, send dudes, and we're gonna go collect up their eggs and say, sweet eggs, put you in a biochamber. So let's go visit the local wildlife real quick. They're just over here. We're just gonna look at them. I just want to touch them. I just want to... Hey babe, look. Oh wait, look at them. They're like weird looking. Yeah, look at their eyes. Do you like them? Aren't they cute? No, you don't like them? This guy's called a stomper. He's a stomper pentapod, and these are strafers. Oh my god, and he just walked on a wriggler. There, look at that one. Look at that one. They're like little boogers with legs. All right, let's go kill him. We're going to get our little zappy guy nice and ready. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, they saw me. Okay, okay. Okay, we killed him. And now we have, ooh, a stomper shell? Interesting. But we just zap these. Ah! You want to see what happens when I break their fucking eggs, babe? Watch this. Hold on. Oh, it's right. Okay, let's mine this guy. Or what am I doing? Just yeet this. Grab all of this, my robots. How many? I grabbed 18. Oh my Yamako. I grabbed Yamako. These were a bunch of... Yeah, I see them now. I messed that up. But we got 18 pentapod eggs, so that's pretty cool. And we're going to now be able to make whatever 18 times 1.5 is. You know I can't do math. That's why I'm an electrician, because I can't do math. I'm pretty sure math is kind of a big part of being an electrician. But oh well. Let's go... Okay, now that we got a bunch of eggs, let's go ahead and put this in, and we'll get all of our biochambers going. Biochambers! Tire pressure! So all we gotta do is yeet these eggs in here, and it should start going... Oh, we need nutrients. Let's handcraft a bunch of nutrients, and we're gonna make it out of spoilage, so that means that it's going to be made at 50%. So get that in there, and they'll start making. But see how the yummy value is 2 megajoules? It's getting consumed. So we gotta keep feeding this so it can make me more biochambers. Oh my god, it needs nutrients, and it's going to survive off nutrients. How many friggin' nutrients, man? Just make the biochamber. Okay. So we want to keep watching this, because if our pentapod eggs hatch, we're straight up done for. Yummy value. Can I make... No, Yamako mash. So what if I make... This is 1 second crafting time, and then 4 second crafting time gets me 6. Let me see about making some of these guys. So now we can make... Oh, only made in a biochamber. Well, that's unfortunate. I got an idea. We're gonna yoink one of these. Oh my god, you robot. Did you just place it? You guys suck. Okay, let's do... turning Yamako... Oh my god. Let's go back to frickin' shoving in yummy values here. Okay, keep making biochambers. You're doing the thing, buddy. Keep on biochambering. Let's get the auto trash going so that my robots take out all that gunk. And then we gotta go get you some more power. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. That's all my... Okay, but we're at 7 here. Let's go give you another 5 or 6 or whatever amount you want. But we're making... We need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4 more. At least just for this build. But it should be good, because then we'll start getting a whole shit ton of Bioflux, and through the power of Bioflux, we can make nutrients at 5 Bioflux making 40, and it's not going to be, you know, like the dumb value of like 50%. So we're going to go like this, and then right there. So we're just kind of babysitting this a little bit. Oh, we don't have iron? Are you slightly kidding? Let's put you in there. We will get there, everybody. Look at that. We are good on biochambers. I do need one of these here. Am I requesting biochambers? Yeah, let's go ahead and request. Let's move that here. Move these here. Let's request 20 biochambers. 20 of them, please. Then we do... That's kind of it, honestly. And then we have pentapod eggs. Let's carry around pentapod eggs so that when they hatch, we can shoot them. Okay. This is looking decent. We'll have to do a build like this. Oh, actually. So here's the fun part. What if we kissed under the Yamako tree? Okay, and then we're gonna go... Because now we gotta do a recipe of Bioflux. No, of this. We gotta turn the Bioflux into nutrients and then put it back at the start of the belt. So, okay. We're gonna do a little bit of backwards stuff here. We're gonna do probably here. So we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna do a big belt, just yeeting on over everything here. What a good boy am I. Okay, and then we do yeet over everything here, which I don't know why we're doing this. Is it so that I'm using less stuff? Like, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, after... Actually, we could just do it here. We could do a line here. I don't know why I feel I need to be all weird about this. This needs to go here. And then this needs to go here. So, here we go. It's a little bit of backwards production, but what we're gonna do is the Bioflux is gonna come backwards this way. So, we have nutrients. Oh, these are cliffs, little cliff boys. Wow. So we're gonna grab this guy. Say, grab you. And we're gonna put you right here. Which means we want these cliffs out of my way. Yeet. Go on. Bye. Get. These pentapod eggs are kind of almost hatching. What if we grab more spoilage and while we're fucking off here, we make more nutrients and then I get those pentapod eggs going. Okay, where is this guy? Where is my hairbrush? Okay, and then we do... See, here's like the weird part. It's gonna need nutrients to make the Bioflux that makes the nutrients, so it's just gonna keep forever like building into itself, but the nutrients will be... Let's get rid of this guy. Go and get. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one goes here. Okay, here we go. So this guy will do... This is the nutrient line. So nutrients piss off this way. But we also need nutrients to feed into the nutrient maker. Doesn't that just sound great? Okay, nutrients into the nutrient maker. And let's go ahead and do one of these guys. And it's going to go like this. So immediately right here, it'll be Bioflux and nutrients into the build to go around in a circle to provide more nutrients for the rest of the colony. Okay, that looks good. And we have a shit ton of nutrients here. And we have 3 pentapod eggs, 9 pentapod eggs. Holy shit, okay. Make more Bioflux chambers, I guess. Grab more spoilage, make all that. Also, don't artificial soil. Once I craft 500 nutrients, that's what I get. Okay, let's get you some more of that. Yeah, this is kind of a round, literal round about way, but nutrients is like the sole power of like this whole thing. Ooh, we can turn fish into nutrients? Bro, cut up that sushi, feed it to the biochambers. How do I get fish? We could do fish breeding? Bro! Is it productive? Wait, I can't bring fish. I mean, I can put fish in a rocket and bring fish over here and start breeding fish. Excuse me. Start breeding fish over here. But if we take 2 raw fish and we give it 100 nutrients, we get ourselves 3 raw fish. So, which means we need to cycle in the 2 raw fish back in, so we get that 1 raw fish, and it can be turned into 20 nutrients. That's not nutrient positive. Okay, so honestly, I think Bioflux into nutrients is our best thing here, because 4 to 6 and freaking 10 to 1 is ass. We don't want to do that. Do we? Nutrients. You go over here. You go right here. Keep making me biochambers, boy. Biochambers, boyo. And now iron. Okay, let's steal some iron. We're just always stealing iron. Steal iron from a baby. Right here. Right there. It's like stealing iron from a baby. I don't know. So another thing to kind of keep track of. Well, as I said before, and I'll say it 600 more times, everything spoils. So we'll have like these little spoil guys, probably in between every set. And so like, we got to make sure that we're trying to grab spoilage off the line anywhere we can. But most importantly, just kind of, oh, right here. We can grab it like here, and we'll do it between every like junction-y thingy. You know how good I am with words. So there's all our biochambers. We have 13. We have these guys. Go ahead and place them down. Nice. Ooh. So this is why we will do like this, and then like this. And you get out of my way, and you just do one of these. You need to go that way. You do like this, and we'll just do... Oh. Okay, let's try that again. We're gonna go back one more, and then we do that, and that. Okay, and then everywhere we're doing a jump, we're going to... Oh, okay. I guess the fuck not. Not this one. We're gonna do these guys. You're gonna go like that. Grab spoilage anywhere you can. Grab spoilage anywhere you can, and it's gonna be in between all of here. Grab spoilage, grab spoilage. Spoilage, spoilage, spoilage. And we'll see the errors of our ways in due time. We'll see it not work or work flawlessly. It's whatever. But I think we're kind of set. This should keep a good cycle of the Yamako and the jelly will come on in. We'll have to jumpstart it with a little bit of nutrients in here and here. And I'm making too many nutrients for no reason. But I think we're kind of there. Let's go ahead and start harvesting some... What is this, Yamako? Yeah, so let's get... We're going to start... Oh, I have a bunch of Yamako. Okay, idea, right? Yeet it in. And what we're going to do is... What was the Yamako belt? This guy? You're going to be a chest. You're gonna be like this. You're gonna go right here, and I would like a chest right here somewhere. Oh, you know what? Yeah. So this and this, and then this guy goes in right here. Hold on, stay with me, chat. We're gonna do like this, and then we do Yamako. Okay, and then it goes Yamako. Woo! There we go. And this is going to prioritize the right side, so any Yamako from my pockets will now go in here. So Yamako does that stuff, and now we get... we're going to do this same thing, but for this right here. And this is going to be nutrients. Any nutrients in my pockets... I got something in my pocket for you. It's nutrients. Oh boy, nutrients in my pocket. Input priority So now if we do that, oh, it's spoiled. It's spoiled. But now we get to see that our little spoilage guys are gonna work. So let's go ahead and grab more spoilage. Yep, spoilage is gonna go in here. Grab more spoilage. Make more nutrients. So that we can start making the Yamako nut, Yamako mash. Oh, you know what? Another thing that I fucking need is I want to grab the seeds. We're grabbing seeds. Seeds are great. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna grab. This is gonna be just a little grabby, and this is gonna be a storage chest for seeds. It's gonna be, what are we making here? Yamako seeds. What can we do with them? Can we burn them? Burn them. Something, something. Dark side. And then we're gonna say the output is gonna be Yamako seeds, and then any spare Yamako boys is gonna go, we're just gonna set them on fire. Burner. We need stone and concrete? Bro! Does anybody got concrete? Anybody want the pizza slice? Anybody want some pizza? Oh! That's right, I was making nutrients. Nutrients go here because I need to do, you go there and there. There we go, get some nutrients on a belt, and let's watch this work. Nutrients come over here, nutrients come right here. These guys go ahead and grab some and make Yamako boys. Yamako boys go this way. So now we got Yamako, yum yum, yum yum, and then it comes over here. And it, Yamako goes here, Yamumko goes here. And let's go harvest some jelly nut. Let's go manually grab some nut. We're just gonna reach on over and grab the nut. No big deal. We're gonna just come on over here. And we say, give me like that many. Oh, that's a lot of nut. Good. Good shit. What a good boy am I. And then we're gonna do the same thing with like this little thing right here, but for Yamako. So it's gonna go right here. So this is gonna be going this way, but this is gonna go an input priority from the left, and this is gonna go down this way. And we're gonna say that this is that stuff, and copy paste, and then that goes there. There we go. So now we got some jelly coming down. Watch out, it's jelly. Then let's go ahead and put some more nutrients on the belt. And let's see if it does the thing that we want. So now we got jelly, and then we got that other stuff, that guy. Jelly comes down this way. Nutrients should come down this way at some point. And that should kickstart like the whole system. So this is gonna go and make ourselves some Bioflux, which there's already spoilage. So now the Bioflux should yeet itself all the way back over here. Oh, let's go ahead and put some yummy value in for these guys. There you go, you get some yummies. and then this guy comes over here, which then in turn I gotta do. Okay, now we got Bioflux. Why you know? Oh, you're. No, that's no, spoon 2 left. What are you doing? There we go. And then we're gonna do an output priority to the left to make sure that this is always producing nutrients for its friends. So now let's get some more Bioflux, and we need to get more Bioflux by doing something or other. Getting nutrients and shoving them in here. Okay, we're on to something. Chat, we're doing it. So now the Bioflux will go this way. I think we need to do an output priority to the left to make sure that all the Bioflux goes down to make more nutrients for the entire system. Maybe we gotta... What are you saying over there, babe? There's a little dog. There's a little dog. Okay. Maybe you don't output priority, because we need nutrients to go to make the bioflux. Okay, nutrients. Like, this should start sort of working here soon. Let's go ahead and grab some more spoilage and kind of kickstart this a little bit more gooder. We're gonna grab you guys. We're gonna make a bunch of that. Oh shit, you know what I need? We need a... yeah, you're supposed to be a burner, I understand. But we need something like this to go right here. And it's gonna be jelly nut seeds. And we're gonna say jelly nuts go there. And then you're gonna burn jelly nut seeds whenever I like feel like it. So we're gonna slurp up that seed. And then we can see that we have this guy. So we'll go ahead and do that and start collecting up all that good stuff. Yep, we got all this. And now we can make ourselves some agricultural science, but not like yet, not really, because we got to get this like underway. We got to get this kind of going. We are not making... Nope, there's jelly, there's Yamako, there's jelly nut. There's this stuff. Okay, so we're doing good. We're getting there. I think we're running out. Yeah, we ran out of the actual Yumulac. Or whatever the fuck. Okay, there goes there. We can turn nutrients. We're gonna grab the nutrients and go like this. Okay, I think we're sort of doing it. We're sort of doing it. Now, the real problem is that I need a steady supply. So now that I see that it is kind of like working, we're going to get fucked over because we're going to run out of jelly nut and Yamako. So let's go ahead and work on fixing that problem. So we're first going to start off by clearing all this good stuff. Now that it is in fact working, so we're going to say time for you to perish. We're gonna go put all the Yamako in the backpack, in the little pockets here. Yamako goes here. Yamako. Yamumko. Okay, let's go back to the actual Yamako. We're gonna bring it up right here. And it's gonna be like this, okay? So let's see about this. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I were to put it, say, here, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You kind of got to fiddle around with it a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, let's go ahead and place you here. We're going to go here. And then we're going to use this soil. And we're going to go like this, because you're taking advantage of those blocks, so we can take advantage of these blocks. And at some point, I got 4. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to grow on these guys too. So that's going to go right there, so we can take advantage of this guy. We're going to go here, and then one more is going to go here. So that's going to take advantage of all of these wonderful dudes. And now we got to get power in here. But watch this. So you see these are little fertile plots here. We don't want to put this here because... Oh. Okay. Because it's going to be in the way of this stuff. So what we want to do is bring power over in a way that's non-invasive. So we're going to do this. Can we do... No, we don't want to do that. We're going to do... Can we make big electric poles? Big your mom poles. Big electric poles. Let's go ahead and make big electric poles and make like 50 of them. And I'm going to not have enough steel, I bet you, huh? And then same thing with iron rods. We're not going to have any iron. So iron rods, you're going to make, I don't know, 10 of them. Yep, no iron. That's valid. So this thing is going. That's pretty neat. But we gotta bring in the stuff. So let's go look at what kind of power poles do I have? I just have substations. Okay, we're gonna have to make substations work. So we're gonna do this guy goes here, and then we're gonna do we gotta be careful not to plant anything on the like green patches. So we're gonna do you go here. We're gonna do one goes here, and then one goes here-ish. So it's not on the green patches, and then we gotta go right here. Not on the green. Wait, was that ever on the green? No. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is get this little guy. I see the 3 green patches, so we're gonna go like this. And then right here. Nope, that's on the green patch. Let's go there. Cool. So now all these things are powered. Now the problem is that we gotta get them up. We gotta get them up. So we're gonna do a line all the way down. And then, okay, looking at this, we want to we're gonna grab the output here, and it's gonna go on an adventure. We're going on an adventure, Harry. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then we do pretty much the same thing, but for all of them. We're gonna do like this guy, and he's gonna go out and about. All the way to here. And then let's see about... There's 2 more. So you want to go grab your output, and you're gonna yeet yourself on over. Like so. Then you will output this way. Remember, you do not want to cover up the... No, we'll just do that. You don't want to cover up the stuff, the little guys that you've been like working for. Okay, it's gonna go on this belt. Then we're gonna go. Yamako's gonna go on this guy, and then right here, and that's gonna be all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're actually gonna go this way. Oh my god, you don't have power. You're gonna go down. And just to keep everything the same, you're gonna do that. No, that's stupid. You're just gonna do this. Okay, and then the Yamako's gonna come all the way up here, and it's gonna go on the Yamako belt. Yamako belt, Yamako belt. Your mom's a belt, your mom's a belt. Okay, nutrients and Bioflux, you're doing great. And then let's come over here and grab a shload of these guys. That's why I've been making so many, because it's a wet planet. It's a bug planet. And it actually is a freaking bug planet, dude. Okay, so now what we do is we get these little Yamako seeds. I forgot there's inputs and... Okay, I think we need a few good taters. No, what we're gonna need is this stuff set up. Like around it. And here's the thing, we're gonna need... Oh, that's... Okay, oh, we're getting close to bugs. Because I think we need to have bugs! Let's go kill those bugs. Pentaboys. Eat shit, pentapods. Potapents. And I have 9 pentpod eggs. So yeah, the problem here is I like bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put that there because there's that stuff. So we put this here. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Now we have this little area, nice and good. But what we want is this guy. This guy. Oh my god, I don't have any. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh my god, my walls. Okay. Because we need to bring in seeds. We need to bring in Yamako seeds. So we're gonna need requester chests. Yamako seeds are here. Yamako seeds. Tadashi is here. Okay. Please don't cry. Requester chest. We're gonna go requester chest to the side. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna request 10, 20 seeds. Because they never go bad. But now the problem is we need these guys. Okay. So we're gonna copy this, paste that there, paste this here. Again, double checking that we're not putting it on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy needs one. Double checking that we are not putting it on the soil that is going to be used. Okay, so now that we have a bunch of Yamako seeds, we're going to simulate that I brought a bunch of seeds over through my robots, and these bad boys are going to start getting to work, and they're going to plant. They're going to plant things. They're going to get to work. It's a bug planet. Here we go. Let's go ahead and give you some more. Let's give you some more. Yeah, look at them like plant stuff and things. Look at the little seedlings. They're little guys, and you can see that they're planting them each in the like little squares. So that's why you gotta make sure that you're prioritizing getting a lot of squares. And these guys are gonna take for fucking ever to grow, I guess. Oh no, I don't have enough seeds, I think. I don't have enough seeds for that guy. I don't know. Or because there's a plant there. Okay, it's kind of weird. But now to fully make sure that this is working, well, actually, hold on. We do want to balance this. So we're going to do that. There we go. It's going to be nice and balanced. And then our Yamako be coming and Yamaking all over the place. Yamako is such a funny word. But we got all this going. We got a bunch of spoilage all over the place. Spoilage be spoiling. And then we don't have anything else because it's been all spoiling. And eventually we got to turn all this spoilage into something. But it's sort of working. We're sort of getting it going. Because now we got to do the same thing that we did with this whole nonsense. And like, you know, to do it for the jelly boys. So let's go ahead and get that done. We have agricultural towers. We have a bunch of landfill. We have the belts. And we're going to do that. We could do that here, but we're going to try to do it here. Actually, that looks kind of shitty. That's going to be like barely any. But we'll make it work. We'll expand out that way. So we need a few good taters. What are you doing? You're grabbing stuff and things. Good. Hurry up and grab your stuff so that you can come back and deliver it to me. Novice, what are you doing? Are you shooting rockets? Nice. Nice. Look at that. And then we should be able to look at this, and then it's going to bring me everything else. And we're going to go just get your little ass to Glebe. But I think like a thing is coming in. Yeah, right there. So now you should be able to send your little happy ass to Glebe. We're glebing. I just want to see some Yamako come in, dude. Look at my little Yamako plants. I'm fucking harvesting shit. I'm a farmer. I'm an off-world farmer. What did the potato man say, babe? In the Martian? Like, colonizing a planet is like being able to grow your own food or something? be the first person to grow food on another planet. That's me. I'm a colonizer. I'm colonizing planets, bro. Growing Yamako. Growing Yamumko. Okay, so that's growing. We need... Oh, you need nutrients. Oh, that's cool, dude. You got 200 spoilage. That's unfortunate. You got hella nutrients, so that's good. You're gonna keep on putting that out. I'm like stalling. I'm stalling to wait and see this thing grow. We're at 73%. Bro, I just want to see the harvesting of some of these dudes. Oh, you know what? We're gonna put stack inserters. Stack bulk. They're called bulk. I need to be better about calling them bulk inserters, because we are actually gonna be getting stack inserters for real here soon. Okay, we got little Yamako dudes. Oh my god, I just love watching everything grow. Look at my plants. You can see them growing in real time. Oh my god! The bulbous boys are getting more bulby. Okay, okay. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there, chat. We're at 86, 89% on some of them, 91 here. Okay. Stay with me. Stay with me. We're almost gonna watch it grow. I'm gonna grow my very own first poop potato. And it's gonna be great. And then eventually what I'd like to do is... Hold on, we're gonna miss it. Look, it's moving. It's good. It's done growing. It's gonna poke it, and it's gonna output all the Yamako. Ah, no, I gotta put the seeds. I gotta put the seeds in. Okay, okay. We're gonna put seeds. Only grab Yamako. And then how do I... Because you sometimes will make Yamako seeds. Actually. Oh, look at all that yum. Okay, what we can do here is... We'll do it here because there's power. We're gonna go like this. No, hold on. We're gonna say output priority, Yamako seeds, and then we grab this guy and we put it here, and then we say you're gonna go into a box. You're gonna go into storage boxes for more Yamako seeds. There we go. So now we have billions of Yamako. Yamako for me. Billions of Yamako. Yamako for free. Right, babe? And then we're gonna say, let's fix some of these, and we're gonna say that so that you don't do dumb things. So we're gonna go like that, but actually output priority to the left so that we don't get any Yamako on that side right here. Okay. Billions of Yamako. Yamako for free. And then Yamako go that way. Alright. I think we're good. And then plus... Ooh, no. You need to be going... to... What the shit? Hold on. Did you do the thing? Do I have... I do have the thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and get... Oh, that's right. I want these. Give me these. We're gonna go put some of these guys kind of in weird spots around here because we need to be able to... I need to make sure that we're not putting it on anything. I think it can go here. Yeah, we're gonna go like that. And now all these guys can be activated, can be grabbed, can be Yamako'd, and then, okay, sweet. So all the seeds will go in here, doing seed things. Let's go over here. I probably shouldn't be wasting my roboports like how I am. But here is some of these boys. We got some little jellies. We're gonna grab all the jellies. and we're going to see that we can't plant that many jellies. In fact, that's what, 1 jelly? Yeah, you're gonna be 1. That's fine, honestly. You're gonna be my 1 jelly guy. And then you want... Looks like we're not placing them here-ish? So if we place one here, and then go... I kind of want to stay like on the same grid. So I'm gonna go like that, but hold on. But I want to do that because yeah, so that it stays all like on the same grid. Yeah. Whoa, there's some like weird music going on. It's pretty neat. Okay, let's get we're gonna grab these jellies and this iron. That was the sound of the music. Okay, let's get actually we're gonna go. What if we do this instead? And so we go like this, and we can put these in a weird way like that. Okay, I like that. We don't need these guys. Go ahead and give me that back. Okay, this is where we're gonna jelly nut right here. We're gonna jelly nut all over the place. So let's get this over here, and you're 1 guy right there. And then we want this way, this way. We're gonna do this, but delete that. Actually, no, that's fine. We're gonna do that. And then I think this can go here, because it's not in the way. And then can we do one of these? No, that's in the way. That's fine. What we'll do is just that. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I want that to go right here. Oh, I don't like that either. Whatever. Okay, we're doing stuff. And now we got to get down to this one. And we're going to go like that. Make sure that we're not having problems. This guy's got to get over here. Let's see. Nope. Okay, still doing good. What about you? Good. Okay. So we got all these guys going. That's good. Then what we'll do... We got to get all this stuff back in. So we're going to go... Alright, here we go. What if we bring it all this way, then up here, and then onto the belt? So it's going to be like this. We're going to go this guy, and then this guy. We're going to go right here, and then we're going to do a requester chest. And you're going to request jelly seeds. Jelly nut. 20 jelly nut seeds. Okay. And then we copy this. And then you're right there. So just do one of those. So now if we copy this and we go like that. And then like this. No, not like that. Where did I say we were going? What, babe?
What?
Did you say something?
Nope.
Are you saying shit? Okay. Bro, you're in the frickin' way. Get out of here, you trees. You stupid ass trees. No, you need to go glebe. We need to cut down glebe trees. Ah, pentapod eggs! They hatched. Now you know, kids, don't keep eggs in your pocket. Okay, and then we do Okay, here we go. Now we're going for a long ride. Ooh, doo 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 doo. Doo 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 doo. And then we get, oh, no, copy and paste these things. Copy. Oh my god, did you plant your little things already? You did. You planted like a champ. Okay, I believe it was this one, but not this, but we can go... We can go like this, and then like this. And then... Was that it? Just these like 4 right here? And then this one can go like this. And you're actually gonna go right here. And then... right here. Do one of those. Do one of these. Hello? There we go. Let's go ahead and get these guys going as well, but we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna go like this, and then this guy goes right here, and then right here, and then we go. Fantastic. And then, now that we're in power, what we're going to do is... we're going to do it this way. We're going to go like this, and we're going to say output to the right, jelly seeds. And we're going to say storage for jelly seed, storage for jelly seed, inserter, jelly seed. There you go. So now, out of the straight up farming area right here, we're going to grab any jelly seeds. You don't have any jelly seeds. Let's give you some jellies. There you go, now you can plant some. So now all the jelly seeds, what are you doing? What are you complaining about? What do you need? Oh, Roboport? That's okay. I can get you a Roboport, buddy. Let's get this attached. Let's get these going. Just like that. Okay. So here's your Mako, here's jelly. Let's start jellying. We're gonna bring all that jelly up. Excuse me. Let's go get some more landfill, because we're gonna need it to bring up all this belt. Doo-doo-doo. And we're gonna bring you up there-ish. But first... we're gonna do here. We do like this, there. Jelly. And then we say, here's a bunch of jelly. There's a bunch of jelly. And eventually, this jelly will be coming on over. Are you not? You're not? Oh, you don't have seeds. No, that's fair. Who's harvesting jellies? Okay, you're at 88%, 84. Was that the only jelly stuff that we got? What do you need? Nutrients? We don't have nutrients because no Bioflux and no Bioflux. Okay, I see. I see the problem. If I slurp up Bioflux and then we jumpstart the Bioflux. There we go, there's some nutrients. And then let's check on the seeds. Nope, we don't have any seeds. Okay, so it's starting up. This is starting, that's starting. And then jelly, eventually. Jelly, there it is. Because you're harvesting your little jelly boys. And then we're getting some seeds, possibly. I didn't do the thing. I didn't balance the belt. Let's go down there and balance the belt. Because it's all going to come on one side. So what we're going to do, it's going to go here. get this. There you go. Balanced. But now the problem is that we are lacking jelly seeds. Let me see if there's a way to like make jelly seeds. Jelly nut seed. So grows into planted by this. Oh, okay, we can, no, that's the alternative recipe. The alternative recipe is a 2% chance. Yeah, jelly nut processing makes the jelly and a 2% chance to make a jelly nut. Okay. So at some point, are we gonna run out of seeds? Like if we don't, if we're not meeting that percentage? Let's go ahead and eat that in. I don't want that. I don't want Yamako in my pockets. Is that a Yamako in your pocket? Yeah. Okay, so Bioflux, we actually don't need you prioritizing to the left. What is your freaking issue? Oh, you had seeds on you? Okay. Alright, so now that we have Bioflux, Bioflux is kind of the thing. Bioflux is what is going on here? Are you working? Is everyone working? Yes. So I think we're gonna back up on Bioflux here soon, because these guys will back up on nutrients. That's not consuming Bioflux. And then, yeah, I think having a priority over to the left here is gonna be good. But look at all that, look at this belt of stuff. We're gonna do... Nah. What are we making next? Now that we have fucking Bioflux, that's like the thing. Okay, so now we can make iron ore. We can make iron and copper. Let's go ahead and do that, because the iron and copper is what's kind of killing us a little bit. In fact, what we can do... Here you go, ready? This is gonna be bad. We're gonna say, robots, go take care of all of this. Go on, go dig up all of this weird shit. Put it in your pockets and bring it home. Okay. Do we not? Did we? Right there. Okay. So that doesn't look weird. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we might as well do that. Okay, but we can't do that because there's a growing thing there. Okay, that looks fine. Can we do... We can do like some of these, not like the whole thing. So like, say for instance I could do this, but not allow it to build those. But we're doing pretty... Ooh, I didn't do... priority to the left, we're gonna say that, and then copy, paste, 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 and there's just gonna be some stuff stuck there. And then this is actually a combiner, so output to the right with that, and then that's good, and then this goes on the same belt, and then, okay, that looks fine. We are doing it. Look at all that Bioflux. Okay, let's get shit, what are we doing? Let's get now that we have Bioflux, we're gonna bring Bioflux up this way so that we're making okay, let's alright. Let's landfill this fucking thing. Let's landfill this out. My little square. And what I'd like to do is turn this into... Alright, what are we doing here? Let's plan out a build where 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I don't like where you are. Go this way. You're gonna go right there. Okay. We're gonna start making this. We're gonna reprocess some iron bacteria. So here's a weird little like circle craft. So in order to make so we're gonna get iron bacteria, and we're going to mix it with some Bioflux, and it's going to make us iron bacteria. So then we're going to grab the iron bacteria and shove it back in with some Bioflux to get... Oh, okay. One iron bacteria makes 4 iron bacteria mixed with Bioflux. So what we would like to do is get these closer. Let's think about this for a second. We need a total of three items: iron bacteria, Bioflux, and nutrients. But I don't really. We're gonna need to go myrtle some more pentapods. Pentapods. Wherefore art thou, pentapods? We're gonna go north. We're gonna go kill those pentapods. We're gonna go kill the pentapods, and we're gonna get some little potty pods, and they're gonna be our friends. We're gonna put them in our pockets, and we're gonna turn them into things. We're gonna say, "Hello, friends. How are you guys doing?" Okay, neat. Who died? 3 of my dudes died? Whack. Okay, and here we have 20 pentapod eggs. That should be good. Now let's go make some more biochambers. Eventually, we'll be able to harvest pentapod eggs. We're gonna make pentapod eggs with nutrients, and we're just gonna make a bunch of them. Where am I going? But all this is working really well, and my little guys are off collecting up hair in my mouth. Whack. That's what happens when you have like 28 animals. That goes in here. Let's go grab some nutrients off the nutrient belt. Give me nutrients. And then, now that we have these nutrients, we're gonna go eat them in here. And then we're gonna need iron. Iron. Give me the iron. We're gonna need it. And we're almost there. I don't want those. I don't want that. But you should have speed modules. Okay, actually, let's go back and look at Novice and what we got going on here. Okay, so you're doing a thing. We're gonna say we want that many. We're gonna want that many, and you haven't changed to that, and we're gonna want that many. Okay, so then from this export, we're gonna say that we want 150 of these, 150 of these, and 150 of efficiency seeds. There we go. And then, since you're still on here, then we're gonna say back on this planet, what we're gonna do. You're gonna grab these guys. You're gonna grab efficiency, and you're gonna grab production. And you're gonna be efficiency. And efficiency, no, you're gonna be a speed box, right? Speed box. You're gonna be an efficiency box, and you're gonna be a production box. And then we're gonna cut you guys and put you right here. And then we're gonna say that we want 3 stacks in there. But we're gonna say that I want 1 stack. So that way only 1 stack is hanging out in our thing here, while 3 stacks hang out in here. There we go. So we'll set that up. This is working so great. I'm so glad. Oh, I have not been looking at our biochamber production. Where are we at? We are all nutriented out, but we still have pentapod eggs. Okay. Let me grab some nutrients. Yum, 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 yum. That's too many. Then we're gonna go like that. Okay, so this thing is in fact working. And we got Hala Jelly Nut. Jelly Nut Seed. No, that's Yamako. Jelly Nut coming in, doing Jelly Nut thing. Okay, and as long as this is growing, so as long as this stuff is growing, we will continuously get nutrients, and then I think I might say output priority left, so that the nutrient is always fed, and then through here, the bioflux is always fed. So we will forever keep like this amount going. This will forever go, because these guys are gonna forever grow, and then eventually we'll like come on out to here and do more Yamako stuff, and then send it up right here. So we're gonna just be overproducing like a shit. Not overproducing. We're gonna be making a lot of Yamako stuff. Where are we at? You're still egging. You're in here. Okay, I think we're... Wait, I only have 9? No, I have 20. Okay, that looks good. Wait, I gotta babysit it, because I gotta make sure these stupid pentapod eggs don't hatch. But I think all these nutrients are about to expire in 22 seconds. No, in 22 seconds we'll make... Oh, no, hurry. We're gonna use up this last pentapod egg. Sweet. There you go. And, ooh, is it gonna make... Ooh, it's gonna be close. 3, 2, 1... Ah! Okay, it made. Fuck yeah, that was good. Okay. I think... Alright, we're gonna make iron. We're gonna make iron and copper. So, Bioflux comes in here. We get ourselves a little iron bacteria, but... Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's get you one more, just in case. Because what we need to do is we need to jumpstart this with jelly. So jelly, taking some nutrients, has a 10% chance to make iron bacteria. So what we're gonna do, let's see, so it's gonna go this way. No, fuck you, you're gonna go straight. Where are we gonna send the iron? We're gonna send the iron this way, but before it's gonna go... Okay, so it's gonna... Let's see. So the iron bacteria is gonna go on the belt, but I need the iron bacteria back on the belt. So if we go... If we go back like this... Then iron bacteria, and we're gonna say output priority right, output priority left. Or do we do... Hold on. What I would like to do is output priority to the right, and this guy is going to split it like that, and then that goes out. That looks awful. We're gonna go this way. Okay. Okay, so... Oh my god, stop it. So it's gonna output priority into this guy, which is gonna feed it back into the loop. And then the rest is gonna go... that way. Okay, there we go. So that makes sense. But what we're gonna do... Nutrients need to come down this. So nutrients along... Okay, let's go ahead and move this. We're gonna move you right there. And nutrients... a key. So we're gonna say grab, 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 and then grab some nutrients. Grab the nutrients that you require. Okay. So let's see here. You're gonna put Actually, we can just... Oh, I'm doing the thing again. We can put you... Oh, nope, stop that. Grab you guys, and you guys can go one more. Grab you guys. And you can go one more. Because we're gonna put onto the belts. Okay, that looks good. And then... Nope, nope, nope. Nutrients here. Okay, nutrients go in there. Alright, let's think about how we're going to jumpstart this thing. So nutrients on the belt. It makes the iron bacteria. The iron bacteria goes back on the belt. Oh, wait, hold on. We need this. So now we need one of these. And it needs to go here and here. And that's for any spoilage. And you know what? I need to start making a spoilage thing. Hold on. We're going to go request spoilage, and we're going to turn all spoilage into your mum. We're going to do... Where the fuck is spoilage? We're going to click on this. Click on spoilage. What can we turn you into? Carbon? That's pretty neat. But you need... What we can turn it into is nutrients for now, and it'll kind of be like the recycler, where... Wait, are you gonna... Do you... Can I make you... Yes. Okay. And, yeah, it's gonna be... It's gonna be like the recycler, where... It will eventually... storage chest. So the okay, with this little setup, we're going to request all the spoilage. It's going to turn it into nutrients. The nutrients will go into here. The nutrients will turn into spoilage. The spoilage will go back. So we're going to say that we want only spoilage to be grabbed out of here, and then we want to request all the spoilage. So we're going to say like 400 spoilage. We're going to copy this. We're going to flip it vertically. And it goes there. And that should request all the spoilage in all of the boxes here. And we're going to turn it into, 20 at a time nutrients, which will go into here. It'll spoil. What? Where's our nutrients going? Where are you taking my nutrients? Oh, you're requesting nutrients. No, that's fine. Because it'll just end up turning into spoilage, then spoilage gets put into here, and it'll just recycle. Okay, but when that's kind of full, the spoilage will just sit in here and turn, or the nutrients will just sit in here, then turn into spoilage. Alright, so let's go ahead and copy this again, and that's pretty much just getting rid of all of this. That should get rid of the backlog here soon. And in fact, we can probably set up another one right there. Just to make sure that we're taking care of it all. Because we're going to get like a whole bunch of backlog of it. Alright, anyway, back to this thing. So we want to jumpstart it. Or, hold on. I think what we want to do, because if bacteria... Okay. So we're going to turn all the... We're going to get all this iron bacteria onto the belts. While it's on the belt, after 1 minute, it'll turn into iron ore. So, we don't actually need this. What I would like is... we're going to put it all into boxes. And it will turn into... Oh my god, where... no steel. Okay. We're going to turn it all into iron. So we're going to go like that for now. And it'll turn into iron, and then it'll fuck off to go get smelted. But here's the thing. Now we got to think about if the iron... Say, for instance, at some point, all the iron is backed up in full, which it won't be, at least not in the near future. But we're going to say it is. If it's all backed up, then the iron bacteria will sit right here and turn into iron, which we don't want because this can't do anything with it. Oh, we need to get Bioflux on here. Okay, so then what we'll do is kind of a spoilage thing for iron. We're gonna grab the iron. Okay, and iron's gonna go right there. Okay, so that takes care of that, but now we gotta think about jump starting the iron. So what we'll do, this guy's gonna grab jelly. We're gonna do a little jelly guy, a little jelly build. What if we bring the jelly? What if we bring the jelly over here? We're gonna do one of these, like that. So this goes here. We're gonna copy this, that goes there. So now jelly can go on in there. But here's the thing. We want the jelly to output onto this belt, but you're only going to put the bacteria, and then the spoilage, we're going to put you... where are we putting you? Where are you gonna go? What do you want to do? Right here. Okay, you're gonna be spoilage. Because, here's the thing. You're gonna grab both of these things, and it'll take it out of the system. Okay, but now let's set up a thing. We're gonna do... This guy is only gonna work. He's only gonna grab jelly. So we're kind of be wasting jelly. It's gonna be sitting on this fucking thing for a while. My robots just aren't. Maybe they're taking their sweet ass time. They'll figure it out. But we only want to turn jelly into iron bacteria to jumpstart it. So only you'll grab jelly when this belt. Here we go. We're gonna go this belt, that guy. So let's say read the whole thing. Okay, when this guy and this guy have 0 bacteria, yeah, we're gonna go enable when we're gonna look at bacteria. Whenever this equals 0, that's when you're gonna turn on, and then you'll grab jelly to put into here to turn into iron bacteria, and then it'll output the iron bacteria. It'll go around in a circle, it'll get grabbed to get turned back into more bacteria, which then it'll start up the cycle again. Okay, so now we're gonna grab Bioflux, jelly, and nutrients off of this belt. We're gonna go like this, then we're gonna do, nope, because we need to do one of these. No, I had that right. So we're gonna go like this, and then under, like this. Okay, and then, no. Fuck you. There we go. So that's gonna go along these belts. Oh, we need to grab... We need to grab output priority, spoilage, copy this little guy. That goes right there. Because now, at any point, this stuff could turn into spoilage. Spoilage goes this way. He grabs it, puts it in this box, and yep, just like that. There we go. So now, let's grab jelly. We're going to grab some jelly. Taking on the jellies. Like this. Grab jelly. And we should watch this start up. Because there's no iron bacteria, this is going to start. Spoilage goes out there. At some point, it will process some iron bacteria. And you actually need to be that. Come on, buddy. Give me that % chance. Making jelly. What is it? 5 jellies? 6 jellies. There we go. So it worked. So it worked, and then this dude is going to make more iron bacteria, and it'll prioritize it along the thing. And now that there is iron bacteria on the belt, this is no longer working. And now we're making a lot of iron bacteria. And you aren't working because nutrients, because spoilage, because... oh, silly. There we go. Which means we are now producing the iron bacteria. Like, sort of. It's being a little touchy, being a little weird, because you aren't getting Bioflux because of this. So what if we grab this, and we're just gonna kind of help it out along the way. Yeah, there you go. So like having these little dudes, it's not gonna hurt anything. It just kind of helps it. But you can see that our iron bacteria is turning into iron ore over time. We're gonna monitor this just a little bit because we're having difficulties with some of this. We're gonna slurp that up to try and fix that, and slurp that up to try and fix that too. So now let's get Bioflux, shove it in here. Nutrients, shove it in here. That I don't want that. I think all 8 of them are working. Okay, so now we're getting iron ore, and our robots should be coming on over to grab the iron ore, and it's gonna put it over here, where we're starting to make iron. Nice. Okay. And that's all from our plants. Our little guys, our little plants. I think... let's do a couple rounds and go look at... this looks okay, this looks fine. This one isn't emptied yet. They're working on that. You are having issues because there's no nutrients, but as long as you keep working on that, you guys are almost done. You guys are still kind of going. And these ones are now being worked on. But we are making a lot of iron. You need nutrients. Some of these nutrients be looking weird. But we're trying to grab off the nutrients before they move on. Uh-oh, we're... okay, nope, here we go. It's coming along. Alright, and now what we should be able to do is we're going to copy this, and we're going to paste it over here. Right there. And we're going to change this recipe to be now copper, because the copper and the iron are the exact same recipe. But we need to change you to be copper, and we need to change you to be copper, and you need to be copper as well. Okay, and then you're gonna grab spoilage, you're gonna grab spoilage, you're gonna grab spoilage, spoilage goes here, spoilage flux off that way, spoilage goes off this way, you're gonna grab all the stuff off this belt, it's gonna continue on. Okay, I think we're good. So now what we can do is we can kind of set this up here and do an underground belt. And do an underground belt here. And then we'll go copy, paste. And that will be moved on, and we gotta go like this. We're gonna copy this, go right there. Okay, and now what we need to do is we need to do this same exact build, and we're gonna do it, how far away is it? So go 1, 2, 3, the fourth one. We go 1, 2, 3, the fourth one, go like that, and we should get jelly in here. But first, let's get this fed in, and then jelly, and this should jumpstart it by this recipe right here. So, oh, nope, just kidding. It's Yamako mush. So we actually need this one. So Yamako mush do that. Jelly go this way. You go like this. And then Yamako go there. Yamumko. Okay, and then we got literally one bacteria. That's literally all we needed. And now you... Oh, shit. No, no. Bacteria. There we go. And that should start it back up. So there we go. Now we're getting all these guys back in, getting Bioflux going. Let's go ahead and poop in some Bioflux. Like that. And then the jelly. Taking on the jellies. Where do we put the jellies? Where'd jelly go? Right there. And then don't want that. Alright, so now we're growing. We are growing our own copper and growing our own iron. And it'll just keep on going, and then until this is actually full, and then at some point all of the stuff in here will die, but then every so often it'll try to make itself an iron bacteria. And the fun part about all this, like this entire build, is that I don't have to worry about like wasting resources, because why are you not... Do I not have substations? Because this is infinite. This will just continue growing for freaking never, you know? In fact, we should have seeds. That's like one of the problems, is that we got to be making seeds, and so this stuff needs to grab the seeds and it should be taking it away. Why, you know, nutrient? Because actually, like, we don't need to be worrying about this, because we can worry about this when the production or like the consumption is more, so then this will get emptied and then we'll be good. So I don't really need to worry about that, and in fact what I'd like to do is set up bulk inserters for when that time comes. They're able to bulk deposit out the spoilage. So let's make sure that we got these going. And especially you guys. And then you guys don't really matter so much. You'll be alright. Okay. But yeah, so now we got all this going on. Fantastic. We should be getting a bunch of iron cooking up. I guess like the next thing is actually making sure that we have a proper like furnace system, and we can do that with... Oh my god, did we build some of these? Nice, look at that. So that means we are getting a bunch of steel, which means we should be getting steel boxes eventually. Because this is our only, like, steel. Ain't it shitty? At some point, we need to make electric furnaces, right? That's something I want to do. Yeah, I have, like, 50 of them. But it's going to be iron, stone bricks. Do I have stone bricks? I don't think so. Because we need to set up a little guy. We're going to set it up with this. We're going to set up this over here. You're going to go... Where are you at? 2 from there? So we're going to go 2 like that. Okay, that looks good. And somewhere I think I have those. Then we're gonna do requesters, and we're gonna request some stone. Stone, please. Oh wait, no. We gotta do wood. This is gonna request some wood. Because that's like the fuel source that we're using on this planet for now anyway. And then over here we're gonna request 100 of these. And then we don't have chests, so that's pretty neat. But that should get us stone. And that's gonna be for the furnaces. Beautiful, fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab. Let's beat the robots. No, we're not gonna physically beat the robots. We're beating them in getting the stuff. Okay, stone. Stone goes here. Stone. Here we go. And this is going to be that whenever it gets around to building it, as long as we get at least one. Okay, that's pretty decent. What else can we do here? We can plant trees. Planting trees is cool. But I don't think we're at mass production of agricultural science, because we need to do a couple more things. We need to make pentapod eggs. Ugh. And then we need to make turrets because we need to shoot them. And then we have these and these. Let's start looking at pentapod egg manufacturing. Just kidding. We're not going to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is end the episode because we're at time. And, you know, that's, we've done a lot of shit. We actually did do a lot of shit today. We planted all this stuff using agricultural towers. We became colonizers. We have become one with the Martian. We're not planting potatoes, but we're planting Yamako and nut. That's got to be something, right? That's got to be something kind of cool. And so we're growing all this stuff, and then turning Yamako into mash, turning jelly nut into jelly. We're combining the mash and the jelly to make Bioflux. We're grabbing the Bioflux and we're turning it into nutrients. We're sending the nutrients to nutrient all of the biochambers. And then, now that we have all of those products, we're biofluxing and fungusing to make iron, and we're biofluxing and iron stuffing to make copper. We're doing a lot of stuff, you know? But this one, what are we having a problem with? We have a Yamako deficiency. That's why we aren't biofluxing. That's not good. That's not good at all. Why we Yamakoing? Why noi? I might have to expand out here. Oh my god, a little penta boy over here, small egg raft. But we might need to increase our Yamako throughput because I'm seeing our Bioflux not biofluxing. But that's enough yip yapping, you know. I said we're ending the episode, so we'll go ahead and do that. Thanks for hanging out and watching. And if you made it this far, obviously you're a little psychotic, but you know what? That's what we're here for. We're the Psycho House, and we're just here having fun. So you could show your appreciation by liking the video. Maybe you can even hit that subscribe so you can follow along in our Yamako. I just love Yamako, yum yalak or whatever, you know. And you can follow along in our progress here on the Glebe, on Gleba, and hopefully we start making the pentapods and the science and actually before I start doing that, honestly, I should start working on getting the rocket built so that we can send the science back home, because you guessed it, the science fucking spoils. Look at this, spoil time. There's a spoil time of an hour. If I make the science and not send it back home and I'm not ready, it's gonna fucking spoil. Like, what the fuck? So that's another thing that we got to deal with, and we'll be doing that in the next episode. in between episodes, I might just kind of let it run, let some of these things build up to where, like, you know, because it doesn't... Oh, we'll expand out our Yamako planting. Maybe even this. We'll colonize this little guy over here, but we'll do a little bit of expanding, but not like progressing, you know, as usual. But yeah, hope to see you guys in the next episode, and until then, stay stringy, stay Yamako.